a sec, I already know how to do that!
Hit me here. Not that I think you can.
So you have to constantly be flipping out in order to use your cursed energy? Well, now that you mention it, Fushiguro's always ticked off.
Fanny packs! Okay, I know you guys are non-believers, but these are way cooler than last year's. They have everything you need, like a dilemma whistle, non-drowsy antihistamine, and a space blanket made for two! Wait, come back! Oh yeah, nice try, Path. Hey guys, did you see what I just did with that bubble?
So, to get started, we're just gonna dive into your recent work first.
Okay.
Jujutsu Kaisen. You are Yuri Itadori.
Yuji.
Yuji Itadori. What is a favorite moment for your character in that series? What is your favorite moment from that season?
Man, oh gosh, I have so many favorite moments. Yuji goes on a journey in season 1. I would definitely think one of my favorite moments for Yuji is probably there's a moment that he has. Oh, it's such a sad moment, but he has a moment with a potential friend named Junpei, and it's in, I want to say episode 9 or 10, and it's just a tragic moment for Yuji, but it sort of changes his perspective a little bit and opens him up to the idea that being a jujutsu sorcerer might not be everything he had hoped it could be. So it's, man, that's such a sad moment to have as my favorite moment, but yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna say that.
Okay, lovely. That's wonderful. Okay, so do your best without spoilers. What are you looking forward to for Yuji, your character, for next season?
Ooh, well, I mean, it is gonna be, we'll see what next season entails. I'm very excited, both as a fan of the show and as an actor, for the Shibuya arc. It's going to be a challenge in a very fun way, and I think, I mean, once the Shibuya arc is here, the series goes from 0 to 60 in the first episode, but we're gonna hit Mach speed at season 2. So if we're hitting the Shibuya arc, yeah, we're to the moon.
Nice, nice. Okay, so when you got your first paycheck from, because I did a little digging for you.
Okay.
From doing those radio commercials for Macy's at 16 and 17.
Okay, you really did some digging.
Yeah. What did you spend it on, and how did you feel once you bought whatever it is that you spent it on?
Gotcha. Okay, so this is, I mean, who remembers what they spent money on so many years ago? Well, I do. I do. I actually remember this. So every cent that I made from those commercials, I saved up to record an animation demo reel for voiceover, and so that at the time cost $2,000, which I think you can still get them for around that much, but a really good one is significantly more money now. But I saved up when I was 16 years old. I saved up $2,000 and then had my animation voiceover reel produced.
Wow, that is brilliant. Where did that idea come from?
Well,
just you were like,
yeah. Well, look,
I put more into myself.
Yeah, well, I just knew. I knew sort of what I wanted to do, and I knew that it was expensive to do it. And as a 16-year-old kid, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna just raise this money. I didn't have a job at the time, and then the opportunity came up to audition for these radio commercials. Ended up getting them. So all of a sudden, I had this money, and I was like, I've got to use this money to help myself make more money. I don't know. That was just the thought that I had. Yeah, when I was 16. So I reinvested into myself, and I mean, obviously everything kind of worked out. Snowballed from there. That was a good $2,000 investment, I would say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so if Ninja Turtles was the show that kickstarted this journey for you,
yep.
Between acting classes that you took, what show would you say helped you develop your voice, or voices, I should say?
Ooh, I mean, Looney Tunes, Tiny Toons, I mean, still more Ninja Turtles, because obviously it's still on to this day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, original Thundercats, He-Man, Basically G.I. Joe, like a lot of the 80s cartoons. And then, I mean, Looney Tunes was like the biggest one as far as like range of voices that you have.
What was the character that really kind of like...
Probably Daffy. Probably Daffy Duck. Yeah, there's really something special about Daffy. You know?
Yeah, true. True. He's always like just ready to fight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Always. I'm here for it. Okay, and what martial arts do you practice, and what is your level with each of them? Because I know you started martial arts at age 11.
Yeah, that's correct, man. You've really done your research. I love it. So I started traditional Kung Fu, Northern and Southern Shaolin, when I was 11 years old. I still, actually, next weekend I'm going up to help with the black belt test for a new generation of Sifus. So I'm a red and black sash in Kung Fu, which is basically like 3rd, 4th degree if you were going to do like belts, which is what the vernacular most people are familiar with. I am a 1st degree black belt in Judo. I am a 1st degree black belt in Wushu, so they also kind of have sashes. And then I've done boxing forever. I've done Muay Thai, Sancho, which is like kickboxing with throws.
So you're like a legit anime character of life.
Yeah, well, it's funny because like obviously Yuji does martial arts. Marco Diaz, when I was on Star Force versus the Forces of Evil, did martial arts. So I just keep getting these characters who do martial arts also, which makes me very happy. So yeah, yep, that's where I'm at right now.
So if you could envision a new role for yourself, like your next thing, your next big thing, can you describe that character, like what that character would look like, or what you would like to do, or what you would like to explore?
Yeah, I think a villain would be really fun. I play good boys very often, like really sweet characters. I mean, Yuji and Marco actually have a lot in common. I think it would be fun to play a villain, someone just like really kind of gritty and like just, you know, dark. But I also think I think a legacy character would be fun. And so what I mean by that is like a new iteration of a character that we're all familiar with. So like a Ninja Turtle. I think that would be a fun challenge, bringing a new perspective on a classic character that's been, you know, created by so many greats before it. So yeah, something like that I think would be a lot of fun.
Nice. I got a question. Are you still the voice announcer of Disney XD?
I am. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
is
Yes.
great.
So if you need to know what's coming up next on Disney XD, I'm your guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. And I'm actually get ready for it. Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's like yeah, I mean
No,
we literally do all the shows. So like, you know, it's like this week on DuckTales. So it's like that. Yeah.
Oh my
Coming up
God.
next on Disney XD.
And like, when did you start being the announcer for that? Like, what year was that?
Okay, I was still on Star versus the Forces of Evil when that happened. I want to say it was 2016, maybe 2016. Sometime between 2015 and 2017 is when that happened. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hmm?
And okay, so so your first acting coach was a voice actress on Sesame Street, you said.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And who was she?
Her name's Judy Berlin. I actually don't remember what character she was on Sesame Street, which is horrible to say, but I owe her so much. And she's an incredibly sweet lady. She still has her acting school in San Francisco. And if you have kids, it was called Kids on Camera, and then once you're like 17, 18, they bumped you into Adults on Camera. So I transitioned from kids to adults on camera. But I still treasure all my time there. She was incredibly sweet, and all the teachers. David Rosenthal was one of my first teachers there. Also still a working actor, moved from San Francisco down to Los Angeles. So yeah, they're great, inspirational and sweet and kind and nurturing teachers.
So I also have one more question.
Okay.
Something you mentioned in an interview with Park City Television earlier this year.
Okay.
About you developing your own animated project.
Yeah.
Can you talk any more about that at all? I mean, it's been 8 months, so I figured maybe some more has
Yeah.
developed a little bit
Here's
more.
the thing about animation. It moves really slow. I unfortunately cannot talk about it, which is actually a really good thing, because if I could talk about it, that would mean it's probably not really doing anything, but it is moving in a direction that is very positive. I'm very excited about it. Yeah,
Is it
so
a short film or is this like a series?
it would be a series.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be a series. It's in the pitching process, so we're taking it around to different, Netflix, Disney, Cartoon Network.
Who do you hope might actually pick it up? Like, who's your like your wish list?
I mean,
In no particular order, guys.
Yeah, no.
let me just make that clear.
Look, honestly, it's, there's a lot of great opportunity at Netflix right now, which is nice. There's also, I have a lot of friends that I made throughout my time on Star vs. the Forces of Evil at Disney, and a lot of them were in different areas who now work in development, who have been, they're creative directors on shows and stuff like that. So it's hard not to say Disney just because, A, I was on a show there, I'm still a voice of channel, and I have a lot of friends there. I think that it would just be fun to like create something together. So you're forcing me to answer, by the way, so if you're Cartoon Network or Netflix watching this, just ignore this part, but I'm going to say Disney.
Okay. I mean, listen, we said no particular order and no favoritism.
Correct.
It's just a wish list.
Correct.
And since, familiarity, that makes sense.
Yes,
Total
yes,
sense.
yes.
So don't get offended, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Those are his peeps. It's okay. So we're going to wrap up. Where can everyone find you and learn more about you?
I'm pretty easy to find. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, at NinjaMac, NinjaMac, NinjaMac. I pretty much keep everybody updated with what I'm working on.
You still streaming?
I haven't streamed for a while. We'll see. Well, you've maybe just now, with that question, inspired me. Actually guilted me into streaming, doing periscopes and live streams again. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it again. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Maybe I'll go through and rewatch and live stream JJK.
Why not?
Yeah, some live streams. Sounds fun.
Well, this has been a wonderful experience.
You're awesome. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And we are out.
Yay!